Okay, so I'm going to show how to use a structure block today. So first of all, how to get a structure block. Okay, you can't just pull them out of the inventory. So what I'm going to do is get rid of it and demonstrate how to get it. First of all, you got to use command prompt give. So / give yourself, whatever your name is, or @s. So it's easier for me just to write my own name. Okay. Command command underscore. Oh, this isn't a command block. This is a structure block. Structure underscore block. And then the amount, I always do 64. And that's all you need. Boom. And boom. Now I have a command or a structure block. So here we go. Example of how to use it. So let's say I am currently, what I'm doing is making a village a little bigger than it used to be to add to my kingdom over here. So I'm making this village kind of surround this church here. So what I want to do is I want to add a bunch of houses to it to make it bigger. How do I do that? Rather than building each house individually, you can save a house. So what you do is I like to go to the corner, which would be the far right corner, and you'll see a bounding box there. That box is what is about to be saved by this structure block. And you can look inside and see what it is. Well, I need to make that bigger. So the size that I'm saving is 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. Well, let's make that 10 by 10 by 10 by 10, and then see what we're looking at. Okay, 10 by 10 by 10 by 10. All right, and notice I'm saving, right now I'm currently saving the structure block itself. I don't like to do that unless I have a reason to. So in this case, I don't want the structure block, so I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna offset it 1 to get the structure block out of there. Okay. Now I don't necessarily need the dirt, but it's not gonna hurt. But for the sake of this build, I don't want the dirt, so I'm gonna up it 1 more. So that's a -1. I'm gonna change that to 0. So now I don't have the dirt, so I can just plop this right on dirt. But you'll see that it's not fully extended, so I need to make the X larger. So let's try 11 and see how far that gets me. There. That's all of the house, but I also don't need all that extra on the other side there. So let's get rid of that. So that's 10. Let's make that 8 and see where that gets me. Still too big. Let's make it 7, and that's it. That's the house. Now let's label it. We'll call this house 5 because I think I already have a house 1 through 4. So we'll call this house 5. Make sure it's right and hit save. Now, if you're going to do this a lot, you're going to want to save to disk, which is a more permanent save. Okay, so it's saved. Technically, I can get rid of this block. If it's your first time using it, I wouldn't get rid of this block right away because you might have made a mistake, but you can go around and double check and make sure everything's there. And if you're confident, you can get rid of the block. I'll double check by pressing save again. Boom, get rid of it. Now, here's how you use it. Where do we want this house? So I'm just going to put it right here, right next to these other houses. And you hit load, and we called that house 5. Boom. And there it is. Of course, I dug it into the dirt a little bit, which is fine. They'll just have to step down into their house instead of up. And there you have it. That is how you use a structure block. Now, the applications are limitless. You can use it to save big pieces of a wall, to extend your wall. You can use it to build one story and then add a story on top of it. There's so many different things you can use for it, but there is the basics of how to use a structure block. Thank you.